That's the vena cava is the vein. Yeah, just think vena, vein. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And the aorta, you can think artery. So both start with A. Okay, so it looks like. Yeah, so these are the two. Let me get this one.
Oh no, it's good.
So this is going to be the left subclavian, that pink one I got pulled up.
Okay.
Okay.
Subclavian.
Subclavian. So sub means beneath, clavian, clavicle.
Okay, cool.
That works. Subclavian.
Okay. And now, what I was saying earlier, this is the brachiocephalic. That's the first branch. So you can think of they come in alphabetical order. So the blood comes out, hits the brachiocephalic first, B, and then goes to the subclavian, S. So they're in alphabetical order, in the order of the blood, if that helps.
Brachiocephalic and then to the subclavian.
Subclavian, right. In the order of the blood. Okay, so again, if you look at the diagram up there, you see on the left side of the diagram, or on the right side of the cat, the brachiocephalic, you see how that part only feeds the arm and head? Whereas the left side of the cat, that artery system, starting with the subclavian, that only feeds the arm. Can you guys see that? So that's how you can remember what side the brachiocephalic's on. On the arteries.
Right.
Yeah. So this side feeds the carotids, which run up both sides of the neck. Here's one. That's one carotid. External common carotid. And then, well, the other one's over here somewhere. Let me just cut on this thing for a second. Oh, that's a nice sound. Oh, that carotid's been cut. You see that? See that right there? That carotid's been cut. Okay. So let's get back to that. I want to show you. Okay, so this is where the two carotids come in. Okay, you see how there's two separate blood vessels?
Yes.
And if you look at the diagram, you'll see the same thing. You got two separate blood vessels that articulate with the brachiocephalic artery. So we go back to the main channel, which is right. This is still the main channel, okay? Now we're only so basically starting right here, after the carotids, that part is the same as this part, okay? So if you cut out this part and paste it after the carotids, those are symmetrical. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. That'll help you remember that. So this is one of the external mammaries. And you can see it's going to feed the breast tissue, okay? And I'm trying to find the vertebral. The vertebral one is going to follow the vertebra. And that looks like that pink one right there. That's going to come out the top of that subclavian, okay? And so now we've gotten to the subclavian, which is this little section right here. Okay? So that'll be the right and you need to know that's the right subclavian, okay?
Okay.
Since that's asymmetrical. And again, if you look up there, you remember the left subclavian starts at the aorta, whereas the right subclavian comes out of the brachiocephalic. I know it's a lot of words I'm throwing at you, but
It's just like...
it helps to see it. Maybe it'll come back to you. But again, the mammary one runs down into the breast tissue.
Okay.
And that comes off that right subclavian. I'm just trying to see it again. This thing's in the way. Okay, so here's the right subclavian, this little channel right here. And so it runs and includes the vertebral and breast, or mammary. So it's on either side, okay? Does that make sense? So if you think of it like a road, it's just the road changes names.
What was that called again?
So this is the right subclavian, okay? And then the left one, remember, is right here, down here. And that starts off the aorta, sorry about that. But the right one starts up here, okay?
So they start at different places? Okay.
And so the right one runs past the vertebral and mammary, as does the left. So the left one runs all the way up here until it gets past the vertebral and mammary. And again, you can see that on the diagram on the board. I keep referring to that because it's a good schematic to look at, to help you remember this stuff.
Right.
Okay, let's see. I'm trying to find the vertebral one.
The best way to kind of get used to it. start there and then work your way around, because then you can, once you kind of understand how they all look, looking at it.
So there's a vertebral right there. That red one I got pulled up.
The big one or the small one?
The small red one I got pulled up right there.
Okay.
So that forms a four-way